Interesting, right? Well, that's acceptable. But take note, that is just only a glimpse and how interesting this region is. We need to dig deeper about this region and what makes it interesting and exceptional. By tackling first the geographical features of this region, including the countries located in this region. The second one is to know the people themselves. That will make it more interesting. The third one is, of course, to discover different tourist destinations that will make you more interested about this region. The third one is, of course, their interesting cultures and traditions. The fifth one is to know about their different philosophy and perspective towards life or towards anything else. And the last one is, of course, their literature. Oops! Stop it! Kidding aside, stop right there. Because before we will elucidate all the stuff I've mentioned earlier, let's have this first. The fun facts of this region, which is the Southeast Asia. First, did you know that after the country of Brazil, we have here in this region the country of Vietnam, considered as the second largest exporter of the product coffee? Yes, you heard it right. That's pretty interesting, right? Let's move forward to the second fun fact. Did you know that the temple of Angkor Wat, located in Cambodia, is considered as the largest known temple, not just only here in this region, but on Earth? Take it down to your note again, because that is pretty interesting. The third one. Did you know that the country of Indonesia has over 15,000 small and large islands? You heard it right again. We all knew that here in the Philippines, it is an archipelago composed of 7,641 islands. That's according to the article by Nicola Downton. But Indonesia has 15,000. I am not comparing, but I want to emphasize that both countries are so very interesting. The Philippines and Indonesia. Moving forward to the next one. Did you know that the country of Brunei has the most vehicle ownership in all of Southeast Asia? If you want some vehicle, go there. And the last one. This is a simple one, and I know most of you here already knew this, but I want to emphasize this one. Our last one is, did you know that our very own country, Philippines, has these two official languages? Of course, you know it already. If you knew, say it together with me. The first one is, of course, English. And the second language, our very own Filipino language. Being part of this region is indeed great and interesting. I know, because this region has a lot to offer.
Southeast Asia is composed of 11 countries of impressive diversity in religion, culture, and history. Brunei, Burma or Myanmar, Cambodia, Timor-Leste, Indonesia, Laos, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, Thailand, and Vietnam. It is also one of the most dynamic areas of the world economically, a factor which largely accounts for its growing international significance. Southeast Asia, a vast region of Asia situated east of the Indian subcontinent and south of China. It consists of two dissimilar portions, a continental projection commonly called the mainland Southeast Asia, and a string of archipelagos to the south and east of the mainland, insular Southeast Asia. Extending some 700 miles southward from the mainland into the insular Southeast Asia is the Malay Peninsula. This peninsula structurally is a part of the mainland, but it is also shares many ecological and cultural affinities with the surrounding islands and thus functions as a bridge between the two regions. Mainland Southeast Asia is divided into the countries of Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, and Vietnam, and the small city-state of Singapore at the southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, which occupy the eastern portion of the mainland, are often collectively called as the Indo-Chinese Peninsula. Malaysia is both mainland and insular, with the western portion of the Malay Peninsula and an eastern part on the island of Borneo. Except for the small Sultanate of Brunei, also on the Borneo, the remainder of insular Southeast Asia is consists of the archipelagic nation of Indonesia and the Philippines. Southeast Asia stretches some 4,000 miles on its greatest extent and encompasses of 5 million square miles of land and sea, of which about 1,736,000 square miles is land. Mount Hikakabu in northern Myanmar on the border with China, with 19,295 feet, is the highest peak of the mainland Southeast Asia. Although the modern nations of the region are sometimes thought of as being small, they are, with the exceptions of Singapore and Brunei, comparatively large. Indonesia, for example, is more than 3,000 miles from the west to east, exceeding the west-east extent of the continental states, and more than 1,000 miles from the north to south. The area of Laos is slightly smaller than that of the United Kingdom, and Myanmar is considerably larger than the France. All of the Southeast Asia falls within the tropical and subtropical climatic zones, and much of it receives considerable annual precipitation. It is subject to an extensive and regular monsoonal weather system that produces marked wet and dry periods in most of the region. Southeast Asia's landscape is characterized by the three intermingled physical elements: the mountain ranges, plain and plateaus, and the water in the form of both shallow seas and the extensive drainage system. Of this, the rivers probably have been of the greatest historical and cultural significance, for waterways have decisively shaped forms of settlement and agriculture, determine fundamental political and economic patterns, and help define the nature of Southern Asians' worldview and distinctive cultural syncretism. It also has been of great importance that Southeast Asia, which is the most easily accessible tropical region in the world, lies strategically astride the sea passage between the East Asia and the Middle Eastern Mediterranean world.
Southeast Asia is a diverse region consisting of 11 countries, each with its own unique characteristics and people. And Southeast Asian people exhibit a wide range of qualities and traits that make their cultures fascinating and distinct. And today, we will get to know each one of them. So let us start with Thailand. Thailand is recognized for its warm hospitality. The people's nationality is recognized as Thai, and Thai people are always ready to welcome visitors with a warm smile. Their friendly nature and respect for others make interactions with them a pleasant experience. Next is Malaysia. So Malaysia is recognized for its multicultural society, where Malaysians and other minor ethnic groups are consist of Chinese and Indians that coexist harmoniously. This diversity is reflected in the country's cuisine, festivals, and traditions, showcasing the tolerance and acceptance of Malaysian people. Next is Vietnam. So Vietnam highly valued hard work and perseverance. The Vietnamese, or Viet or Kinh, possesses a strong spirit of resilience, having overcome numerous challenges throughout their history. So these characteristics can be seen in their determination to achieve success and create a better future for themselves and their families. The fourth one is Indonesia. Its people are recognized as Indonesians, and native Indonesians are formally grouped as Pribumi. So with over 17,000 islands, Indonesia is the home to vast of ethnic groups, languages, and traditions. And despite these differences, the Indonesian people share a sense of unity and national pride that is evident in their friendly and welcoming nature. Next is the Philippines. So Filipinos are known for their strong sense of community and hospitality. Filipinos place great value in family ties and social connection, whether it be through celebrations, gathering, or helping one another in times of needs. And these are the reflection of the Filipinos' culture's emphasis on togetherness. Next is Singapore. So it is often referred to as the Lion City, and it is recognized for its efficiency and discipline. The people or the Singaporeans are noted for its dedication to excellence, whether it be through education, work, or maintaining the city's state of cleanliness and orderliness. Next is Cambodia. So with its rich history and ancient temples, it is a home to Cambodians who possesses a deep sense of spirituality and resilience. So despite the country's violent past, the Cambodians have managed to rebuild their lives and retain their cultural heritage, showcasing their strength and determination. So next is Laos. So the Lao people are known for their simplicity and humility. The Lao people value a peaceful and quiet lifestyle, often prioritizing family and community over material possessions. We also have Myanmar. It is formerly known as Burma, a country of immense natural beauty and deep spiritual heritage. So its people, the Burmese, are known for their warmth and genuine curiosity towards foreigners. So their willingness to share their cultures and traditions make interactions with local a truly enriching experience. Next is the Brunei. So its people, or the Bruneian, is known for their Islamic values and rich cultural heritage. So they are religious and uphold traditional customs and practices. Lastly, we have East Timor. So their people are known as Timorese, and it is the home to resilient and determined people. They also showcase a remarkable courage.
A pleasant day to everyone. I am Harrison James Elpana. Take a journey with me to the languages of Southeast Asia and discover a world of fascinating facts and fun stories. First in our list is Brunei. The official language of Brunei is Malay, which is also spoken in Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. Malay is a beautiful and melodic language. Now let's move on to Cambodia. The official language of Cambodia is Khmer, which is spoken by over 60 million people worldwide. Khmer is a unique and complex language with its own unique writing system. Indonesia. The official language of Indonesia is Indonesian, which is spoken by over 270 million people worldwide. Indonesian is a relatively young language, having been standardized in the 1940s. Now let's move on to Laos. The official language of Laos is Lao, which is spoken by over 7 million people worldwide. Lao is a tonal language, which means that the meaning of a word can change depending on the tone used. Malaysia. The official language of Malaysia is Bahasa Malaysia, which is often referred to as the Malay language. It is the national language and is widely used for government and educational purposes. Myanmar. The official language of Myanmar is Burmese, which is spoken by over 33 million people worldwide. Burmese is a tonal language of complex grammar. Now let's move on to our country, Philippines. The official languages of the Philippines are Filipino and English. Filipino is a Tagalog-based language that is spoken by over 100 million people worldwide. English is widely spoken in the Philippines, especially in urban areas and among the younger generation. Now let's move on to Singapore. The official languages of Singapore are English, Malay, Chinese, and Tamil. English is the most widely spoken language in Singapore and it is used in government, business, and education. Malay is the national language of Singapore and it is used in the military and the police. Chinese and Tamil are also widely spoken in Singapore, reflecting the country's diverse ethnic population. Thailand. The official language of Thailand is Thai, which is spoken by over 70 million people worldwide. Thai is a tonal language with complex grammar. Timor-Leste. The official language of Timor-Leste are Tetum and Portuguese. Tetum is an Austronesian language that is spoken by over 1 million people worldwide, while Portuguese is a legacy of the country's colonial past. Vietnam. The official language of Vietnam is Vietnamese, which is spoken by over 95 million people worldwide. Vietnamese is a tonal language with a complex grammar. Now here are some interesting fun facts about the languages of Southeast Asia. In Malaysia, you'll often hear a unique blend of English and Malay called Manglish or Malaysian English. Similar to Manglish, Singapore has its own distinct version of English known as Singlish, which incorporates words and phrases from various languages. Brunei primarily uses Malay as its official language, but English is also widely spoken. Philippines, Tagalog is the basis for the Filipino national language, as borrowed words from Spanish due to over 333 years of Spanish colonization. Cambodia, Khmer script. The Khmer script used for the Khmer language is one of the few scripts in the world where words are written without space between them. Vietnamese is a tonal language with 6 different tones. The same word with a different tone can mean entirely different things. Myanmar script. Burmese is written in a script that is unique to Myanmar and is known for its circular letters. East Timor or Timor-Leste. Portuguese is one of the official languages of East Timor, a remnant of the country's colonial history. I hope this journey through the languages of Southeast Asia has been both informative and entertaining. Southeast Asia is a truly unique and fascinating region, and its linguistic diversity is one of its greatest assets. I encourage you to learn more about the languages of Southeast Asia and to discover the rich culture and histories that they represent.
And now, I'll show you the 11 countries in Southeast Asia and their tourist attraction and destination. So first in our list is Brunei. Kampung Ayer is a floating village in the heart of Bandar Seri Begawan, the capital of Brunei. Olo Timburong National Park, a rainforest reserve with waterfalls, hot spring and wildlife, including the orangutans and the gibbons. Next in our list is Cambodia. We have the Angkor Wat, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most iconic temples in the world. Angkor Thom, a walled city with many temples and monuments including the Bayon and the Bapon. Ta Prohm, a temple that has been reclaimed by the nature with trees growing out of the ruins. Next is we have the East Timor. East Timor, they have the Cristo Rey, a giant statue of Jesus Christ overlooking the city of Dili. Next is the Jaco Island, a small island with a beautiful beaches and coral reef. Nino Conins Satana National Park, a national park with a rainforest, waterfalls, and wildlife, including the crocodiles and the monkeys. Next in our list is Indonesia. In Indonesia, we have the Borobudur Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest Buddhist temple in the world. Next is the Prambanan Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the largest Hindu temple complex in Southeast Asia. Ubud, a town in Bali known for its traditional culture and arts and craft. Next in our list is Laos. In Laos, we have the Luang Prabang, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and well-preserved colonial town with many temples and monasteries. Next is Vang Vieng, a town known for its stunning scenery including the limestone cliffs, rivers, and caves. Vientiane, the capital of Laos and the city with many temples, museums, and colonial buildings. Next in our list is Malaysia. In Malaysia, we have the Petronas Twin Towers, the tallest twin towers in the world, located in the Kuala Lumpur. Next is Bato Caves, a limestone hill with temples and caves including the temple with a 272 steps, staircase leading to the top. Langkawi Island, a group of islands with beautiful beaches, rainforest, and waterfalls. Next in our list is Myanmar. In Myanmar, we have the Bagan, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the ancient city over 2,000 temples and pagodas. Next is Swidagon Pagoda, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most sacred Buddhist sites in the world. Inle Lake, a lake known for its floating village, into fishermen and the traditional craft. Next, we have the Philippines. In Philippines, we have the Palawan Island, an island known for its stunning beaches, limestone cliffs, and crystal clear waters. Boracay Island, a small island known for its white and sand beaches and turquoise water. Cebu Island, an island known for its historical sites, beaches, and diving. Next in our list is Singapore. In Singapore, we have the Gardens by the Bay, a park with a futuristic garden, a super tree grove, and a cloud forest and flower dome. Marina Bay Sands, a luxury hotel with a casino with a unique boat-shaped rooftop. Next in our list is Thailand. In Thailand, we have the Grand Palace, a complex of buildings at the heart of Bangkok, including the Temple of the Emerald Buddha, Wat Pho, a temple known for its giant reclining Buddha statue. Wat Aron, a temple known for its Khmer-style architecture. Next in our list is Vietnam. In Vietnam, we have the Halong Bay, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the bay known for its over 1,600 limestone island and islands. Hoi An, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a well-preserved ancient town with many temples and merchant houses. Sapa, a town in the northern mountains of the Vietnam known for its stunning scenery and ethnic minority village.
Hello, good day, I'm Vince. So did you know that Southeast Asia is a diverse and culturally rich region comprising several countries, each with its own uniqueness, tradition, customs, and practices. Southeast Asia is a region known for its rich culture diversity with 13 countries that exhibit a fascinating blend of accent, tradition, religion, and custom. So let's explore some of the prominent cultures and tradition across this dynamic region. Thailand. Thai culture is deeply rooted in Buddhism, with temple and monks play a central role in their life. Traditional dance forms like Khon and Thai, that is the classic music, are integral to their culture. The Sukran Festival, also known as the Thai's New Year's, involves water splashing and merit-making activities. Vietnam. Vietnamese culture is influenced by Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. The Lunar New Year, known as Tết, is the most significant culture celebration. Traditional cuisine, including pao and spring roll, is famous not only in Vietnam, but in the whole world. Indonesia. Indonesia is an archipelago with diverse ethnic group and culture. Balinese, Hinduism, Javanese, Siargao, Poprete, Waray Kulit, and traditional dances like Ligong are notable cultural elements in Indonesia. Batik Pabrik is an iconic Indonesian art form. Malaysia. Malaysia is a multicultural nation with Malay, Chinese, Indian, and indigenous influence. Hari Raya and Idul Fitr and Chinese New Year are widely celebrated festivals in Malaysia. The traditional Malay art of batik and waray kulit are significant cultural expression in Malaysia. Philippines. The Philippines has a mix of indigenous, Spanish, and American influence. Filipino festivals like Sinulog and Ati-Atihan showcase our vibrant costumes and dances in the Philippines. Bayanihan, the spirit of communal unity, is a core value in the Filipino culture. Cambodia. Angkor Wat, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is a symbol of Cambodian culture and history. The Khmer New Year, or called Cham Themay, is a major celebration in Cambodia. Traditional Apsara dance and Khmer cuisine are cultural highlights in Cambodia. Myanmar. Myanmar culture is deeply influenced by Theravada Buddhism. The Tengyan Water Festival is the nationwide celebration of the Burmese New Year. Traditional Burmese music, dance, and puppetry are important cultural elements in Myanmar. Singapore. Singapore culture is a blend of Chinese, Malay, Indian, and Western influence. Chinese New Year, Hari Raya, and Def Abele are celebrated by various ethnic communities, and the cities of Singapore, as stated, is known for diverse culinary cuisine and multicultural festivals. Laos. Lao culture is influenced by Buddhism, and monks play a significant role in Laos. Bon Pai Mei, the Lao New Year's, involve water festivals and temple visits. Traditional Laos silk weaving is the surest art form in Laos. Brunei. Brunei culture is deeply rooted in Islam. Hari Raya, Al-Fitr, and Sultan birthday celebration are major events in Brunei. The traditional art of Silat and Malay cuisine are notable aspects of Brunei culture. Timor-Leste, located in Southeast Asia, has a rich culture heritage influenced by its indigenous astrologians' root. Traditional practices including the weaving of intricate textiles known as ta'is and a vibrant dance performances. And the majority of the population adhere of Christianities with elements of animism still present in their belief, tradition, ceremony, and rituals, often center around agriculture and animist spirits. In the end, Southeast Asia's cultures and tradition are a testament to the region's diversities and history. Each country offers a unique blend of costumes, celebrations, and artistic expression that makes Southeast Asia a captivating and culturally rich part of the world.
After hearing and knowing the different cultures and traditions of Southeast Asia, now we're gonna know their different philosophies, beliefs, and religion. So we're gonna start with Malaysia. Malaysia is a diverse country with a multicultural society, and its philosophy is often reflected in its national principles and policies. Islam is the official religion of Malaysia. The majority of Malaysians are Muslim. Next is Thailand. Thailand is also diverse and influenced by various factors, including its cultural heritage, religious belief, and historical development. Buddhism is a major philosophical and religious influence in Thailand. Next is Cambodia. Like Thailand, Buddhism is the predominant religion in Cambodia, and its philosophy has significant impact on the culture of the way of life. Cambodian Buddhism follows the Theravada tradition, emphasizing the pursuit of enlightenment and the Four Noble Truths, which address suffering and path of cessation. Next, Indonesia. Indonesia is a diverse and multicultural country with a wide range of belief and religion. Indonesia has the largest Muslim population in the world, with the majority of its citizens identifying as Sunni Muslim. Islam plays a significant role in Indonesian society, culture, and daily life. The practice of Islam in Indonesia often incorporates elements of local culture and tradition. Next, Laos. The philosophy of Laos, like in many other countries, is shaped by combination of cultural, historical, and religious influence. Laos is predominantly a Buddhist country, and Buddhism plays a significant role in its philosophy and the way of life. Buddhism is the predominant religion in Laos. The philosophy of Buddhism encourages individuals to lead virtuous and ethical life, seek inner peace, and cultivate mindfulness. Next up, Vietnam. The philosophy of Vietnam is deeply influenced by its long history, culture, and various belief systems. Ancestor veneration is a fundamental belief in Vietnamese culture. Families maintain altars dedicated to their ancestor, offering prayers, incense, and food to honor their memory, and Buddhism is one of the most widely practiced religions in Vietnam. Next, Myanmar. The philosophy of Myanmar often revolves around Buddhist principles, emphasizing concepts like karma, dharma, and mindfulness. Buddhism is also their widely practiced religion. Next, Singapore. The country's philosophy emphasizes religious tolerance, multiculturalism, and economic progressivism, all of which contribute to its unique character and success. And Christianity is practiced by a substantial number of Singaporeans, with both Catholic and Protestant denominations represented. Next, Philippines. One of aspects of philosophies in the Philippines is the Bayanihan spirit. It emphasizes the idea of community, unity, and cooperation. The Philippines is predominantly Roman Catholic, with a majority of population identifying as Catholic. Catholicism has a significant influence on Filipino culture, including religious, festival, tradition, and rituals. Next, Brunei. Brunei has a predominantly Malay Muslim population. The beliefs and cultural aspects of Brunei are strongly influenced by Islam and Malay tradition. Islam is the official religion of Brunei and plays a central role in the daily life of its citizens. Next, Timor-Leste. Timor-Leste is ethnically diverse with numerous indigenous groups and languages. This cultural diversity is celebrated and valued, and it contributes to the country's rich tapestry of tradition and belief. Timor-Leste is ethnically diverse with numerous indigenous groups and languages. Last one is Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's philosophy is deeply intertwined with its cultural heritage. Traditional rituals, costumes, and art forms often carry philosophical and spiritual significance. Buddhism is the largest religion in Sri Lanka, and the majority of population adheres to Theravada Buddhism. And those are their philosophies, beliefs, and religion.
A pleasant and a wonderful morning, everyone. I am Jonelyn T. Sinabre, and now let's proceed to the Southeast Asia literature. The first one, Indonesia. From Wedya Ananta Tower's Boro Quartet is a series of 4 historical novels that depict the struggle for independence against Dutch colonial rule. The second one, Philippines. Jose Rizal's novel, Noli Me Tangere and El Filibusterismo are considered national classics depicting the Filipinos' quest for identity and fight against Spanish colonialism. The third one, Malaysia. Tash Aus' The Harmony Silk Factory is a set in 1940s British-ruled Malaya and explores the themes of identity, memory, and truth. Number 4, The Singapore. Amanda Lee Coe's Ministry of Moral Panic is a collection of short stories that delve into the diverse lives of modern Singaporeans. The fifth one, Thailand. Chart Corbitis' The Judgment is a social critique of rural Thailand, exploring themes of guilt, punishment, and redemption. The sixth one, Bao Nin's The Sorrow of War, gives a haunting portrayal of a soldier's experiences during the Vietnam War. The seventh one, Cambodia. Vaday Ratner's In the Shadow of the Banyan is a semi-autobiographical novel about a young girl's survival under the Khmer Rouge regime. The eighth, Laos. Brian Thou Warras On the Other Side of the Eye is a collection of poems that explores the Laotian American experience. The ninth, Myanmar or Burma. Nunuyi's Smile as They Bow is a novel that explores the lives of spirit mediums and their followers in Myanmar. 10th, Brunei. Kathrina Maud Dodds The Halfling King is a fantasy novel based on Bruneian folklore. And last but not the least, East Timor or Timor-Leste. Luis Cardoso's The Crossing is a memoir that recounts East Timor's journey to independence. These works offer a glimpse into the diverse culture, histories, and social landscapes of Southeast Asia,